A federal high court in Benin City, Edo State, has ordered the Independent National Electoral Commission (Inec) to publish names of candidates produced by the state chapter of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) primary election held by a faction of the party loyal to Governor Godwin Obaseki. The presiding judge, Justice S. Shaibu, who delivered the judgment on Tuesday, mandated the electoral body to not only publish the names of the candidates but also recognize them as the authentic standard bearers of the party in the state ahead of the 2023 elections. Inec had last week published names of candidates produced during a parallel primary held by the faction led by South Vice Chairman of the party, Chief Dan Obi, as the candidates to contest for legislative positions in the 2023 elections in the state. But the Obaseki faction filed a petition demanding a release of their list of candidates, which include the party's candidates for Edo South Senatorial District, Matthew Idionri Kenwe, Ore-Edo Federal Constituency, Sonny Agwebo, and that of Akoko Edo Federal Constituency, Karibu Ajotu, among others. In their suit, the plaintiff had demanded an order of court mandating Inec to publish the names of their flag bearers as the valid candidates of the 2023 legislative elections. While delivering his ruling, Justice Shaibu said he was relying on past decisions by the Supreme Court and Court of Appeal, which states that the state chapter of a political party was not empowered by law to conduct party primaries, as it was only a party's National Working Committee that has the power to conduct party primaries. There's nothing before the court to show that the primaries in which the 4th to 39th defendant participated was conducted by the National Working Committee of the PDP. Rather, their primaries were conducted by the Edo State chapter of the PDP. In my view, the power of Inec under Section 84 of the Electoral Act is limited to monitoring of party primary elections and does not extend to preparing or declaring the results of that election. This remains the law. In the light of the foregoing, Inec cannot rely on the results prepared by the first defendant, Edo PDP, the judge ruled. 2023 polls: court orders Inec to publish names of candidates in Obaseki'S faction, not just publishing their names, but also to recognize them as the authentic standard bearers of the party in the state. PDP have been engulfed in a lot of crisis, the party at national level, but this state crisis, the crisis in the state chapter in Edo State, this crisis started ever since Obaseki won his second term bid. We know at first they were all excited that PDP was going to take over from APC with Obaseki coming on board. After he won the election, all of a sudden everything changed and mixed feelings started coming up. A lot of things, to the extent that Obaseki had to raise an alarm that something is going on here. We are not being accepted. What is going on? Even those who left APC with him, they are not being treated properly. You know, that was when that reintegration and the harmonization talks were ongoing, that they ought to work together as one. But even those that had big positions in APC up till now, they are they don't occupy any office. They don't hold any office. So we saw how Obaseki at that point in time came out to say that he's the head of PDP. Anyone that doesn't want to follow his leadership, the person is shown the door, the person should go out. And those who are speculating that he's going to leave the party, he's not leaving the party, he has come to stay and he's their leader. Anyone that cannot accept him as their leader, he should leave. Everyone thought that, okay, then they are now working together. Everything has everyone has been put in their place and everyone is not working together, but that has not been the case. Ahead of the 2023 polls, you know, the senatorial seats, it's been a lot of tussle and battle. Who is going to, those that will be appearing or those that will be featured. Factions now started coming up and it got to the point that they had to go to court. Going to court, the court has just ordered Inec that what Inec needs to do, it needs to publish the names of the candidates in Obaseki'S faction. That is what the court is after, and the court is recognizing Obaseki'S faction. You know, when it was really heated up in Edo State, Obaseki mentioned that it's the tradition that the governor of every state is actually the leader of the party, irrespective of the fact that there's a state chairman, I beg your pardon, a state chairman, that the governor of the state is the head of the party, and as such, everyone needs to listen to him and follow his directives. It could be the reason why the court is taking Obaseki'S faction as the authentic candidates, because the other factions, they are still part of the PDP as well, but it was the Obaseki'S faction that the court asked INEC to recognize as the authentic standard bearers of the party. The other faction right now, we know the other faction is that of Dan Obi. Dan Obi is on the other side, and he's got his faction. I don't know if they are going to kick against this or just allow this to be. The court was even telling INEC that INEC is just an electoral umpire, that all they can do, I mean, as an electoral umpire, they declare the winner because they are monitoring the election. They are the ones conducting the election, and they declare the winner. But the court was saying that the power of INEC under Section 84 of the Electoral Act is limited to monitoring of party primary elections and does not extend to preparing or declaring the results of that election. However, we know that this is relating to a primary election. Obviously, if it's a general election, INEC declares the winner. They are the ones, everyone waits for INEC to do the counting, the sorting, and all of that. But for primary elections, that INEC does not have that right. That's what the court is saying, and that in the light of the foregoing, INEC cannot rely on the result prepared by the first defendant, the Edo PDP. The judge ruled. Well, this fighting is going to affect their performance in the 2023 general elections, definitely, because a house divided against itself cannot stand. Obaseki, ever since he assumed office, this battle has been on, and it looks like this battle will follow him till he finishes. His tenure is not long to go. By 2024, he will be out and someone else will take over. But this division, this faction, is still on there. Well, guys, let's hear your own thoughts. The court has ruled, has given INEC an order to publish the names of candidates in Obaseki'S faction. Obaseki is the current governor of the state. Leave us your take, guys. Thank you once again for staying tuned. And please don't forget to like, share, and to subscribe. Till I come your way again on more updates. Bye.